Nowhere in the suburbs, in the cold light of day. There in the midst of it, so alive and alone. Words support like bone. Dreaming of Mercy Street, where you're inside out, dreaming of mercy.
You're looking at the face of domestic violence, too young to know what's happening, but by participating in this walkathon, Cody Brown is helping in a long struggle.
It's time that we bring domestic violence out of the closet.
Cody's grandfather, Derek Ferguson, is a 15-year veteran with Metro Police. He says it can happen in any family.
The detective was calling my phone, asking for Roshan Brown, and I said, speaking. He said he was a detective from the 6th District. And I asked him what happened. And he said as she was getting on the bus, someone walked up and shot her. At this time, they didn't know it was Cody's father.
Cody's injuries are the result of an argument between her parents at this 18th and Minnesota Southeast bus stop when Cody was 20 months old. It was December of 2012. With Cody in her arms, the mother, 19-year-old Selena Brown, tried to board the bus, and the father, 27-year-old Javon Foster, started shooting. One of the .40 caliber bullets went through Selena's face, striking Cody's face. Selena died. Cody was hospitalized in critical condition.
So then we went down to homicide, and I reviewed the tape. And you could see as Selena entered the bus, she had her back to Jovan, but Cody was facing him. And he just pulled out the gun, and he just fired. Selena tossed Cody aside the bus, and then he shot 2 more times. Then he shot another time, and that's when the bus pulled off. And he continued to shoot at the bus as it was pulling off.
And I said, John, if you hit me again, this can be last time. I'm not letting you hit me again. And I thought maybe that would have scared him, because usually when he leaves the room, he'll go for a walk and cool down. But this time he left the room and I went to sleep. And then when I didn't really, 2 minutes after closing my eyes, the door whips open. He has a golf club raised completely over his head. He was sleeping on a mattress on the floor at the time, so you see the impact of it. He had a lot of impact. So when he did that first initial hit, it broke this arm right here. And then he just kept going over and over. Like he would not stop at all. And then it went from that, then I flipped over onto my stomach and he started hitting the back of my head, my back. He already broke both my arms. And then that's when he started hitting my face and the golf club broke and he stopped. I thought it was over with, but then he went into the other room and he grabbed another golf club and then he came back and he continued to do it again. So at this point, I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was telling myself to breathe, you're not gonna die. This is one thing I will never forget. I tried to push up as hard as I could, but no matter how hard I pushed, my arms, it was not I didn't even know my arms were broken at the time, but I wasn't moving at all. And then next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital.
My oldest, I remember him coming right to me and hugging me on my legs, and then I remember him sitting next to me and rubbing my arm and telling me, he was telling me that I was still beautiful. I still had a key to his home that we had once shared. So I ended up stopping at his house in between school and work on that day because it was just more familiar. I had lived there for so long. So I stopped there, and when I entered the home, I just set everything down and I ended up changing and I went for a jog. Upon entering the home the second time, he was there, stark naked, with a butcher knife, and shaved, and just bum rushed me at the front door. He ended up taking me into the garage and put me face down on a blanket that he had already placed there. Proceeded to try to rape me with a knife to my throat. After he was threatening me with a knife, that he proceeded to light a candle that we once had in our bathroom for over 5 years that was the scent of cucumber melon. Lit the candle, set it on the washer. He then ended up hitting me in the head with a hammer 4 times, striking me two times on each side. And then he just ended up tossing gasoline on me and threw the candle at me, and I was in flames before the candle even hit me.
When I came across Face Forward, they gave me back the hope. Watching different patients give their testimonies gave me the hope that I could have an opportunity to look better again. I could have an opportunity to breathe better again.
I wanted you to meet someone. This is my little girl, Paige, and she has something to tell you.
Thank you for making my mommy beautiful.
Blow a kiss.
Face Forward changed my life in so many ways. You know, after this all happened to me, I recognized and realized early on that I had to work on the physical and the emotional and the mental first, because I wanted to be truly healthy and I wanted to really transform. So that's what I did, and for 4 years I focused really hard on that. But I always had the desire and the hope and the faith that eventually a blessing would come and I would be able to be physically transformed and brought back to as close as possible of the way that I was born into this world and the way that God made me and designed me.
Face Forward LA, they were like heaven sent, because we didn't know how we was gonna get the surgery done.